email activity over a 4-week period. They got a 450% increase in click-throughs. I'll talk about Crate and Barrel and Verizon, particularly here. This is an example I came across from the Direct Marketing Association in UK, their blog. And the writer had just moved from London to San Francisco, and he experienced firsthand a few CRM activities that stood out from his email clutter and that offered relevant messaging that created engagement while still making more and more money. I'll just read it. I'll read what he said. So Crate and Barrel, he purchased his furniture online, received his delivery, an email arrived in my inbox a few days later asking me to rate my recent purchases and to write a review of my shopping experience. But the interesting thing is that the message included actual images of the items I bought, and it connected to a customized website landing page that recognized him when he went to it. A few days later, he even got a phone call from a representative of Crate and Barrel asking me if he was satisfied with his recent transaction. Now, that kind of multi-channel outreach is quite complex, but I'd like to suggest that how hard would it be for you to do outbound to every single new customer that you actually secured? You know, how much would it actually cost you? Do you know how many thousands of customers you've got? How much time would that actually take? Because the simple act of calling them and asking them how it went would be an immensely valuable research tool. You'd address any kinds of complaints or issues they had with either the product or the experience. And you'd get some genuine feedback on whether or not the tickets were actually for them in the first place, which seems to be a bit of a hurdle that we all have to try and jump over. This assumed behaviour that people who actually buy things are using it for themselves. Verizon was a slightly different thing. I'll just quickly talk about that. The chap in question had a US mobile phone from when he was doing work there, and when he arrived to live there, he racked up this massive bill. I keep doing that, jazz hands. He racked up this massive bill and overages on his US phone accounts. Now, he got an email as soon as he got a bill, and he saw how many hundreds of dollars he'd actually overspent. But he got an email with a subject heading that said, "See how much you would have saved with a different plan." And then they actually gave him information about specific plans that would have genuinely saved him money, pictorially based, not just text. Now, I mean, for any of you who are doing subscriptions-related drives, a marketing campaign that could actually pinpoint how much people would save by looking at their attendance across the year and talking to them about the varying purchase options that were available to them could be actually a really useful approach. Let's talk about more upselling, more premium packages. Here's just a couple of recent examples that I thought were relevant. Now, Burt Bacharach did a VIP show for his third show at the Opera House recently, and I got the email because I bought tickets for